Good morning. This is Brian. This is Brian from the Brianathon. You might be asking yourself, what's the Brianathon? Well, I'll tell you what the Brianathon is. The Brianathon is a thing where this dude named Brian runs, and he runs, and he runs, and he runs, because he calls it something like Groundhog Day. I don't know what that's about. Something about repeating over and over, something. I think that is a movie reference to something. It's one of those American flicks. What's it be called? I'm not really sure, but this is the Brianathon, and I'm Brian. I'm actually technically not the Brian you've seen before. I'm standing in for that guy, but he said something about needing to take care of some wild thing today. I don't know what it was, but anyway, I'm here in his stead, training on his behalf for a 5-minute mile. So folks, let's get this proverbial show on the road, shall we? Yes indeed. I can't remember if I'm originating from that southern country or that northern island, across from the what's that English Channel thing. So I'm not sure if I'm from there or from that island where those things are hopping around on the outskirts of town. What? Australia? So I'm either Australian or I'm English. My mama never actually told me. I think she was a little embarrassed or something. I'm not sure what about that was. So, anyway, I'm supposed to do some sort of dad joke. And I had one heck of a time trying to figure out what to say for a joke. I don't know what a dad joke is. I think it has something to do with a joke that's not very funny, or that only dads can tell, or maybe you only understand if you are a dad. Maybe, I've got a child, I know what you're talking about. Maybe that's what it's about, I don't know. So it's probably something to do with barbecuing or something, because when you're a dad, you barbecue, you flip them burgers. At least that's what you do in the States. What do you do in the UK? You drink tea, right? We drink tea with our little pinky raised. And then in Australia, if I'm from there, like I said, I'm not really sure where I'm from. We throw boomerangs and stuff. So we take, well, how do you hold that thing? You hold it like something like that, and you, and then that boomerang, it returns to you, and you're able to throw it at another creature. So it's like, if you're really hungry, you don't even have to move to burn that extra calories to try to get some more food into your belly, So, like I said, I'm supposed to talk about some dad joke. So I was thinking something about French fries. And I was like, what is that? Like a French fry anyway. I mean, we just call those, hot chips where I'm from. Those Americans think, well, we've got potato chips inside of bags and they're not hot. We call them chips. But, it's hot, and, well, maybe we first tried them in France or something. So they're French fries. I don't actually know the history and origin of such words. But I'm not going to trouble myself with that. So I was thinking about jokes in that realm of thinking. Why did the French fry run faster than the potato? And you're like, well, you don't know the answer to it, So what I was thinking, well, how do you know this is the Brianathon? That's the dad joke. I mean, that's the question for the dad joke. How do you know this is the Brianathon? Because just realized that this doesn't really work, because it's 2 if by land, 1 if by sea, right? And there's only 1 of me, so it's obviously not by land, and so therefore obviously not the Brianathon, because wait, there's number 2 right there. It is the Brianathon. It's official, folks. The Brianathon is real. Let's get the show on the road. 2 if by land, 1 if by sea, or is it 1 if by land, 2 if by sea? Something like that. One of those American quasi-joke things. Blah. All right, let's get the show on the road. I'm going to start this app thing the real Brian told me about. And then let's get the show on the proverbial road, folks. Ciao. And we're off on the Brianathon. We're reporting semi-live from the forest. This forest of greenage and all that good stuff. We're really running, folks. We've got a dog with us. We've got trees with us. We've got grass and ground and earth and soil. Wait, is that all kind of almost the same stuff? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't really know what you're supposed to say on this show. This is my first time joining it. So here I am, reporting semi-live from the Brianathon. Got a little dog with the dogathon with me. And, well, here we go. We're supposed to run a mile or something. So here we go. Folks, here we go. Oh, see you soon. A little later. Whoa! Almost hit the doggy. That doggy was darting in front of me. Well, see now? Where'd he go? Not really sure. We'll chat with you later.
Completed. Remaining distance 0.49 miles. Duration 5 minutes 4 seconds.
Alright, folks. 5 minutes, 4 seconds. It's not too shabby, as I say. From where I come from, it's not too shabby at all. Alright, folks, let's see if we can keep going at a pace like this for the rest of the laps around this forest here. Alright, talk to you soon. Dog, yes. Oh, another dog. Not there. Galaxy, I think his name is. Talk to you later. Alright, folks. Almost there. You can do it. That's what the computer says. Sorry. You guys call them cell phones here. I'm not really sure what we call them in my country, to be quite frank with you. It's alright. What will I get today on the Brianathon? Will he allow me to stay and forever run with him?
Target reached.
Hallelujah.
1 mile completed. Remaining distance 0 miles. Duration 10 minutes 36 seconds.
10 minutes, 36 seconds. Not too shabby. Hold on. British Brian here. Or was it the Australian Brian here? Who nobody knows. Not even himself. At least we know we have one Aussie here. An Australian shepherd dog. But we do got an American here. American Eskimo. Yeah, believe it or not. American Eskimo and an Aussie running together. Wow. You got some amazing potential with that one. Oh, Galaxy. What you think you're doing? You running? You panting? You be tired? Just like me. I'm tired, my shoulder hurts. For some reason. I don't know if it'd be carrying this here gimbal thing, or for some other reason. All I know is I'm mighty tired. Shoulder hurts. I'm supposed to do some sort of push-ups and crunches at this stage. I don't know if that's going to be possible, folks. However, crunches don't involve my upper body, so I think we might be able to proceed with that. See, we made up the language, and yet I can't use it very well, can I? We English folk. Folks. Do we use that word, folks? We invented a language, we ought to. Folks. It's a very good term for all you people. It's gender neutral, you know. Sir, madam, it's 2 words. When I say folks, it's all encompassing. I don't have to be like you and you. I have to be you. Sufficiency is what it is. Folks. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen. See, then I'm just breaking it up again. My efficiency's lost. Ladies and gentlemen. Folks. Wow. You know, since we invented the language, I think we ought to make it more efficient. Folks. But then again, sometimes it's nice to be able to delegate or designate specificity at a given junction in time. And so for this dog here or this cat here, I don't want to be saying you furballs. I'm going to say you cat and you dog. Nobody wants to bring those 2 words together. So maybe this thought to make things more efficient is all for naught. Alright folks, let me set this little computer cell phone down and allow it to record me while I do some sit-ups. And then maybe we'll pursue some push-ups, but my shoulder would be killing me. Alright, talk to you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that real dad joke. Alright, so a fish and a potato entered the race. Who finished first? Give up? Well, the answer is neither of them did. They both ended up as my fish and chips for lunch. Oh yes, baby. I caught them, I fried them, and I ate them. They never finished that race. Alright, folks. That concludes the Brianathon for today. Perhaps next time the original Brian will tune in. I'm not really sure if he's going to be a make it next time. He was citing some sort of health concern or something. I thought that having me train for him might help a little bit, because, we live on an island and all that, so we're secluded. So then, therefore, we train harder because we're not in the open air, where things are more leisurely. We're always rushing to and fro. Some such nonsense. I didn't quite catch all that and understand it all. This dog over here is sniffing something in the deck here. I don't know what it is, but anyhow, you want to say something? You want to say something? This is the other dog. Hey, dog, Galaxy, would you like to talk to the populace? You want to say something? Say something to the crowd. Yes. Why don't you say something? He's a little bit shy on camera. I don't really know what commands he knows, so I'll have to ask the real Brian when I see him next. All right, have a good one, and cheerio. And top of the morning to you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brian Powell back from the Brianathon. Not the real Brianathon, the English version. Across the channel there. The dad joke didn't quite go over well the first time. Maybe I'll flip the order so you see this one first. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'll review the footage afterwards, or rather the other Brian will, who makes this thing, this channel thing. Okay, so here it goes. Here it goes. A fish and a potato into a swimming contest. Who finishes first? Oh, well, not exactly sure the answer, because at the very end of the race, they were both very fried. It ended up as my fish and chips. Folks, so maybe they both finished at the same time. Approximately speaking, relatively speaking. But they were fried, pretty tired. Yeah, just like me. Alright, folks, this is the Brianathon. This is the quasi-English/Australian Brian Powell signing off from the Brianathon. Ciao, or goodbye, or toodaloo, whatever it is what we say.